I found a complete human skin. I walked closer and sniffed it. Then, without hesitation, I climbed inside. The skin's hands and feet stretched as I filled them out, and my mouth extended through the human lips. Soon, I had put on the human skin completely. There were no flaws to be seen. I saw people passing by and followed them out of the forest. The human world was terrifying. I'd barely made it onto the road when I was nearly hit by a car. Dogs on leashes barked and lunged at me. I passed by the entrance of a company, and the office workers going in sparked my curiosity. So I walked inside and sat for an interview. To my surprise, I got the job. Thanks to my hard work, I earned my boss's appreciation. I quickly bought my own house. Looking at the lush green lawn, I excitedly spun around in circles on the ground. The mover stared at me, completely baffled. But sometimes I'd gaze at the painting on my wall, missing the wildness I'd long since lost. My life grew more and more comfortable. I married a beautiful wife, yet I found myself increasingly nostalgic for my days as a wolf. Watching a neighbor holding their dog, I made a decision. I went to a pet store, bought a cat, and snuck it into the garage. Just as I was about to feast, my daughter opened the garage door. She thought the cat was a gift I'd gotten for her, so I had no choice but to give her the cat. Having missed out on eating the cat, my inner wildness was stirred up and became harder and harder to control.
I can't control my urges much longer.
Honey, at least wait till Anna's in bed.
The next day, during a company meeting, I opened my files and saw bright red organs. The presentation slides were all images of beasts feeding. I could no longer contain my wild nature. I stared fixedly at my annoying colleague's neck, then leaped forward, lunging across the table at him. Everyone froze in shock. My furry snout emerged. People became enraged. They absolutely would not allow something like me, an outsider, to exist. They chased after me frantically. Terrified, I ran home. But my disheveled appearance frightened my wife and daughter. I thought my wife might accept the real me. I peeled off my human disguise and howled at the sky. But all that awaited me was my wife raising a wooden club. I had no choice but to flee from home. People were still in hot pursuit. When I reached the end of the road, I discovered that what had once been a dense forest had long since become rows of human houses. I turned around and stared coldly at the humans behind me. Just then, a car came and struck me dead. The crowd smiled with satisfaction and left. Afterward, my body was put into a plastic bag by a sanitation worker and hauled away like garbage.